Mira was a dedicated animal protector, passionate about studying wildlife in the densest forests. She had spent years observing animals, understanding their behaviors, and learning their ways. To her, the forest was not just a place of work, was a living, breathing world filled with friends she had yet to meet. One day, while venturing deeper into the forest than ever before, Mira heard the cries of distressed monkeys. The sounds were desperate, heart-wrenching, and impossible to ignore. She and her team followed the calls until they came upon a clearing, and what they saw made their hearts stop. Two lifeless chimpanzees lay on the ground, arrows lodged in their bodies, and beside them a tiny infant shivered in fear and confusion. The parents had been shot by a hunter. Myra's eyes filled with tears. She gently scooped the little one into her arms, whispering soothing words, promising safety, warmth, and love. Though the parents were gone, Myra vowed to protect the child with all her heart. She named the chimpanzee Keto, meaning precious. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Mira nurtured him, teaching him to climb, to eat, to play, and to trust again. Keto grew stronger each day, and in return he gave Mira the kind of affection and loyalty that only a deep bond can create. He followed her everywhere, played with her as if she were his parent, and at night rested his head close to hers as if to say, "I'm safe because of you." Years passed, and Keto grew into a strong, independent chimpanzee. Myra knew the day would come when she would have to let him go back to the wild. The thought was painful. On the morning of his release, Myra knelt beside him. "Go, Keto," she whispered, tears streaming down her face. "The forest is your home, but always remember, I love you." Keto hesitated, looking up at her with eyes full of understanding. Then, slowly, he disappeared into the forest, but their bond did not fade. Every time Mira returned to the forest, Keto would appear. He would swing down from the trees, run to her, and stay by her side. His gestures spoke volumes, gratitude, love, and recognition that would never leave them, no matter how many years passed. Time moved on. Myra grew older. Her hair turned silver, her steps slower, and her visits to the forest became rare. Keto aged too, but his eyes still lit up with joy whenever he saw her. Their friendship, forged in tragedy and nurtured in love, had endured decades. One day, feeling the weight of her years, Mira made her final wish. She asked her friends to accompany her to the forest one last time to see Keto and say goodbye. When they arrived, Keto emerged from the trees, older and grey around the face, yet still strong and alert. He recognized her immediately, running to her side and embracing her gently. Myra stroked his head, tears falling freely, whispering, "I've missed you, my dear friend. Thank you for always remembering me." Sometimes the deepest friendships are not of the same species, but of the same heart.